As I say hello to everyone, start down the line, Gaz. Nice to see you.
So happy to be here, Jim. It was wonderful being up in Sydney last night, ANZ Stadium, my first time. The atmosphere, fantastic, nearly 60,000 people. But let's just say off the top, if you haven't caught up with the news,
give it to
right
us.
here,
Get to it, Gaz.
Luke Hodge, the captain of the Hawthorn Footy Club, is out of tonight's preliminary final. A late withdrawal. In comes Thomas Murphy. Now, the official word out of Hawthorn is that he's crook. Which always raises your eyebrows, Damo and Duck. But I've been out, done a little research and reconnaissance, and the mail coming out is that is in fact the case. Very loose around the tummy and bowel region, if you know where I'm coming
Explosive
from.
Poohs.
Yes, well, thank you, Jim. And so he's out the side. I'm not sure whether that changes in anyone's mind, but it's a significant out.
It'd have to be a very serious illness for him to pull out, you'd think, Luke Hodge. So the runs doesn't quite match up.
Doesn't conjure up enough to miss a preliminary final.
You'd think there'd be medication to fix that. So it'd have to be something more serious.
Did you ever miss a game of football with illness?
Not with an illness.
Did you ever miss a game of football with illness?
No, I didn't, Damo. But there's no one tougher in footy than Luke Hodge.
No, exactly right.
That's why I'm asking the question.
So it might be a really significant illness. You being a journalist have got your sceptical hat on. I know you tipped the last winner at Caulfield and you got a nice wobble about yourself. But you were right. You're probably right to be. But that's,
all I'm doing is asking questions.
No, well, the information I've just had is you've got young kids, you know, and they pass on these sorts of things, and that's what they're saying anyway, and that's independent of what Hawthorn are saying.
Well, Garry missed 3 years of football, so he missed games with most things. Illness was the only one that...
Not illness.
No, well, like with a fractured vertebrae and that sort of stuff, pushed on courageously. Hey, listen, speaking of missing, now let me get this off my chest.
Well, go on.
Best player I've ever seen play the game. You boys think I get intimidated when Duck comes in.
You do.
A little bit. That's a bit of an act.
No doubt
That's an
about
act to make Duck feel comfortable. But I'm needless to say, I'm very happy to be here.
Yes.
Have you ever missed? I ask you a question, the three of you. Have you ever missed a game of footy calling, albeit a preliminary final for a father-in-law's birthday?
No.
Have you?
Well, I've in fact never been to a father-in-law's birthday.
No, definitely not.
Would you?
You just know when you're locked into work for Triple M.
Not for a father-in-law.
Maybe in June. Maybe early July.
Not for my ex-father-in-law.
Well, let's not get worried about who it is in particular. Let's just talk sort of in generalities. All year we've had it's me and Spuddy Boy, my man, 25 years.
That's it.
Together, and father-in-law's birthday.
I don't think he's taking it anywhere near seriously enough, Garry. And I think what he's done, and this is interesting, is put his grand final position in jeopardy.
There's no doubt about that.
As soon as you let the king in,
that's exactly
a
right.
proven finals performer, he might just find that he's sitting on his arse next week.
And I have the final
with the chief
final say on that, and I've pushed Chief out in the last 2 weeks.
Stuff happens, Duck, when I don't travel with the team. If I let them go on their own, stuff tends to happen that fractures. And it's my understanding that something happened on the flight home that we need to get to the bottom of next.
What happened?
There's no fracture.
Well, we're going to take a break. We've got Michael Osborne to come. We've got Mark Rasciuto to come with some news on the Port Adelaide Footy Club's coaching position. But next, we're going to get to the bottom of what happened on the Qantas flight home.
Spud's not ringing Mizzy. Leave us alone, Spud.
We're going to have to get to it next.
Alone.